Denver Labor is innovating solutions every day as our approach to the new minimum wage law continues to evolve.
We are working to get out into the community to answer as many questions as possible. Our team is ready to help you and make the process as simple as possible.
Since Denver's new citywide minimum wage law began on January 1st, we have been working hard to enforce the law and educate the community. We've created a new office called Denver Labor to help both employers and employees navigate the law. Our team of analysts are answering questions and already starting investigations to ensure everyone is paid according to the law. In the first quarter of the year, we have gotten many questions we want to help clear up now. 1. What is the minimum wage and what about tipped employees? Under the new law, anyone performing work in the city and county of Denver must be paid at least $12.85 an hour. Employers in the food and beverage industry may claim a tip credit up to $3.02 per hour. In order to claim that credit, employers must be able to provide documentation, if we request it, showing that the employee received at least that amount in tips. The tip credit only applies to the food and beverage industry. The second question we hear frequently is, how do I know if I'm in the area covered by this law? The Denver minimum wage applies to both the city and the county. We have a map posted on our website, denverauditor.org, to help you see the boundaries. This applies to work performed in the city and the county of Denver. If a business has multiple locations, the Denver minimum applies only to the locations in Denver. The minimum wage does not apply to workers who are only traveling through Denver while working, or to employees who work fewer than 4 hours in Denver in a week. The third most common question we receive is, what about minors? The minimum wage applies to all workers, including those under 18. The only exception is for employers who run an employment training program called a Certified Youth Employment Program. These programs must meet city criteria for training above and beyond performance of the work. Employers must be certified by the Department of Economic Development and Opportunity for one of these youth programs. Once certified, an employer may pay an unemancipated minor up to 15% less than the minimum wage. Finally, how can people make a complaint? Well, anyone can make a complaint, and complaints can be anonymous.
Individuals who wish to file a complaint may email our office at wagecomplaints@denvergov.org or call us. There are also forms available to digitally file complaints on our website, denverauditor.org. We have resources available in both English and Spanish for filing complaints.
Our office will investigate all credible complaints. When the investigation is over, our analyst will seek restitution, if necessary, for any underpaid employee, not just the person who filed a complaint. Employers may not retaliate against an employee for their involvement in an investigation.
We are doing more outreach than ever trying to get the word out about the new minimum wage. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out or check our community calendar for an info session to attend.
Our goal is to make sure the workers in Denver are paid according to the law. We want to make the process of staying in compliance with the law as easy as possible for employers across the city. Well, that's it for this episode of Ask the Auditor. If you have a question you'd like to ask the auditor, submit it to auditor@denvergov.org. And maybe your question will be the next question we answer on the next episode of Ask the Auditor.